All right, welcome to Farm Talk Friday. It is January 23rd, 2026. I'm Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Joanna. Hi, Angel.
Hi, my love.
We are switched, right? We're normally,
normally we're the other way.
opposite sides, so don't freak out, people.
Yeah, don't. Don't be scared.
We're not at home. We are in
A secret location
in Uvita, still Costa Rica. Uvita is the home of the wonderful Envision Festival that happens every year.
World recognized award. I won't say things.
It's going to be having a rebirth at the end of February, and it's coming back better, cleaner, safer, healthier, and more awesome than ever before. We're super looking forward to it.
Super excited.
And everyone's doing
can't wait to see our friends Bob Moses again.
Yeah, and everyone is doing super awesome work getting Envision ready for Costa Rica and all you tourists out there. All right. So,
and our homies, this is a homie favorite festival.
Homie would be the Costa Ricans, right?
We're expat residents.
We're permanent residents. We're
yeah.
permanent residents here. Anyway, all right. Listen, we moved down to Costa Rica about 10 years ago. I used to be in a band called the Crystal Method. My wife has an amazing nonprofit called Green Wave. Check out Green Wave at greenwave.eco. She's also a tantric yoga teacher.
And mermaid instructor.
Oh, and the best mermaid instructor in the world.
Okay.
Right, Rachel?
I agree completely.
Right.
#1 mermaid instructor on the planet.
Okay. So, listen, normally we start the show off and we talk about our advertisement that Giovanna has made.
Yeah, but that's going to be for our secret guest.
Super secret. There's only a photo of her in the advertisement.
That's right. So we'll talk about her when we bring her on.
Okay.
I'm sure there's been 0 clues so far.
I'm going to tell you right now what I've been working on mostly at our little permaculture farm back at home on the Nicoya Peninsula. That has been our irrigation timers. We use drip irrigation during the dry season. And
we just turned it on.
Yeah, and it's old hoses and old timers. And it's getting pretty rickety. We've had to keep checking for leaks a million times, and the timers aren't working. Anyway, we got it pretty much going. It's 90% going. Almost happy with it, but we have to get a new timer. We can probably get one down here. Anyway, that's what's happening. Drip irrigation is much better than watering with sprinklers or hoses because you put the little stakes right where you want the water. And you get nice drip irrigation at night.
Which doesn't mean that you want to put it directly right next to the base of the plant.
No, you want to put it on what is actually called the drip line for trees anyway, which is where the leaves would drip water onto.
If it rains.
Which would be where the roots are going to. And you don't want it right on the trunk or right at the base of the plant.
Why?
Well, it'll get root rot.
I know.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want root rot.
You don't want root rot. Yeah. Well, and doesn't that play into what Jeff just sent you the other day?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere,
we have
got GPT's summary
from our friend Jeff McCain.
Yeah.
And
started our community.
And we've been having a 9-year unsuccessful run of growing avocados at our place, no matter how hard we try. I used to be like, oh, gung-ho, we're growing avocados, woo! Now, I don't care because they have beaten me down. But now we've got new information that we might try it again and have some success.
I would like to say that we have 2 avocados that are strong, and I never show them to you because I want only positive words spoken around them. So,
I can't wait.
He seems to always forget that we have those 2, but I am protecting them from Ken's pessimism.
I can't wait to say some good words about those 2 avocado trees. Now, just to refresh my memory and recap the situation. How many successful avocados have we grown so far?
It takes many years to
That
grow many
would
different
be
kinds of
zero.
fruits.
Zero.
How many lemon drop fruits have we gotten from our lemon drop tree? And how many jackfruits have we gotten from our 2 jackfruit trees?
I don't know.
Also 0.
How many peach palms? How many?
0.
How many pejibai? 0.
0.
And our pejibai trees are strong looking. They look so healthy. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we might need to check on that situation because we were told that
Maybe-
was going to be like a
Maybe
2-year
they're
to
all
fruit.
male. Are they all male or something?
Maybe we need to check, but
Anyway, we.
it takes a long time if you're going from little sapling or especially seed to a fruiting fruit tree. It can take sometimes with some varieties of or species like
Look.
10 or 15 years.
There are some places in Costa Rica with
We've
the
only
most
been there for 10. We started planting like after.
right after. There are some
So
places.
not everything.
There are some places in Costa Rica with the most beautiful, amazing soil, healthy soil. We inherited the worst clay soil in the world, so we've been trying to improve it ever since.
Right.
All right, honey, let's move on to
Yeah,
some
but
other
as
stuff.
Jeff said, who founded the farm, it's almost like we are healing the soil with our efforts of coming onto the land, Rancho Delicioso, and people are improving it in their own ways. And so it was all cattle grazing land, and so it was compact and clay. And anyways, I think we're doing pretty well.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, before you go, let's talk about Fro and Jez.
Okay.
They came last week.
Those are new friends of ours
Yeah.
from the UK.
Or England.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we don't know the difference. 'Cause
Well,
there
the
is
United
one.
Kingdom includes all of the territories, and England is a separate, the separate country of England.
Yeah, but we got in trouble once in Iceland in in some sort of spa room because we were like, "Oh, hey, you guys are from England." They're like, "No, we're from the UK."
Yeah.
It was a weird thing.
All right, Fro Jess.
Fro and Jazz were great. They were friends with DJ Eva, and we decided to meet them. They wanted to come see the farm, so we gave them a tour. And Ken joked around with them and told them that what did you say to them? You're glad they survived my assassination attempt?
Well, first of all, DJ Eva is one of the top breakbeat DJs in the world. She's awesome.
She's awesome.
And no, my wife decided to take them on a little night tour of our farm, and they quickly were devoured by ants and spiders and bugs and things.
No, we couldn't even find the spider. So Jez was sad because we couldn't find life, and except for the ants, which Fro had an encounter with, and I was certain that we were going to see the woodpecker that we talked about on the last episode. And so I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to shine the light. Like, I saw the hole. It's like this perfect hole. But, okay, maybe just step a little bit more over here. And then Fro stepped right into a nest of fire ants.
And
So I immediately found him aloe because I have it strategically located all around the property just for this reason.
This is too good strategy.
Yeah.
I buried the lead. Also, so Jez is also an amazing breakbeat artist, Autobots.
Yeah.
Fro is from another breakbeat act called the Breakbestas,
Yeah.
with a Z at the end.
Yeah, but he does pop music and he has like a Grammy nomination from 2019.
Well,
for his track.
he also went on to be a really successful producer. But he is getting back together with the Breakbestas.
Oh, he is?
To do
Okay.
some dates in Spain.
Well,
And
that's fun.
Spain,
Oh yeah, because breakbeat is going bonkers in Spain. We hear.
It's always been strong there.
Oh, it has.
Spain is keeping breakbeats alive.
Okay. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, last thing for you is the Flintstones. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, so I assigned Jose to do something for me.
Who is Jose?
Jose is our land manager, I like to call him. And so we've had like piles of rocks.
We manage the land, and Jose works for us.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Jose, and I want to give him a lofty title.
Okay.
And so I'd like to find something that
We can call him Landman. That's a cool thing to say now.
Landman? Okay, there we go.
Rachel knows.
Oh, is
It's a
that
TV show.
Oh, okay. He's the landman. Anyway, I told it I have been seeing these piles of rocks and been tired of seeing them just do nothing. So I had this idea and I told him to do it, and so he starts, putting the rocks around our yin yang garden, around the beds.
Around our what's supposed to be raised beds anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, I wanted to, we'll talk more about that later. The point is just that I had him do it. He finished half of it and I was like looking out. I'm like, oh, I didn't even clear this through Ken, and I feel like it looks nice or it looks like the Flintstones. I'm not sure if I should tell Ken yet. Like, I wonder if he's gonna notice. And like right at that moment, Ken says, hey, what's going on in our garden? And I said, oh, well, like, I guess he did notice. And I didn't say anything about the Flintstones, but because I didn't want to sway him. I didn't want to say that term. And then you're like, oh no, what have you done? So I just wanted him to come to his own opinion, and he wasn't really sold on it until it was done. And then he walked through it or walked by it later and said it looked nice.
Yeah, it looks great. They're all done now.
Yeah. And so I'll talk more about that project on the next Farm Talk Friday.
Okay.
But let's bring on our special guest.
Yes. Hailing from somewhere on the Oregon
Washington.
border.
Rachel. Do we want to give away your name or like
Let's just go with Rachel.
Okay. Rachel. She is the lead model from the ad of today's Farm Talk
time.
Friday. And it was very exciting. We came across, why were we walking? Oh, we were going to the store. And so we're coming back and I say, oh, Vivero. I was really excited. I don't really understand that Vivero very much.
The rose hips?
No, just like, was it like someone's house project or
that-
and they just put up a sign
Yes,
that said
I think
Vivero.
that's-
We walked by. They
Yes.
had a few plants, but we walked towards the back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all this Rosa de Jamaica. And so in the back of the ad is just like heaping mounds of Rosa de Jamaica, like so much. And I was astounded, and Rachel's like, what? I'm like, well, this is the tea that we drink all the time, almost daily, and we've grown it. We've not had super successful seasons for the last few years, although we used to have great seasons in the past. And so they're, not that they meant to have this method, but it was circular, and the plants were growing, and they were, what?
Rachel, what's that thing in cinema where you show, like, before a scene starts, you show a scene from the outside of, like, the building or the place or the thing? It's like
The exterior shot.
it's like a scene that sets up what's going to happen,
The world establishing.
Yes. So,
What is Rosa de Jamaica?
who is Rachel? How do we know her? We're
backstory.
friends.
Backstory later. Let's finish the Rosa de Jamaica first.
The people watching are gonna be like, what is happening?
We're going to talk about Rachel clearly, but I'm talking about the ad. We always talk about the ad, and so I'm explaining what the ad is. Rachel
Okay.
just happened to be in the ad. I chose the
Establishing
picture.
shot.
That's what I said.
Yes, that's
We're
it.
staying with Rachel and her lovely husband, who we will leave unnamed for the moment, because we're not sure how we feel about Facebook, even though we're all on it. So
I got off it.
Oh, you got on
Yeah.
it, but he's still on it.
Yeah, because he needs to, because we live in a rural place, so he needs to be checking the community
Okay.
page.
So anyway, yeah, we don't want to give all our info over to Zach, but
So we're panning? This is amazing.
yeah,
we're
this
doing
is
some
very
panning.
very fancy.
Some fancy camera work here.
Work happening, like the most fancy maybe ever of all the Farm Talk Fridays. So in this Rosa de Jamaica, I mean, it didn't even look intentional, to be honest.
I would agree.
It looks like they threw seeds. They went really well. But what I liked about it was that they had kind of like a unintentional fence, And so because our Rosae Jamaica, they would get to a certain height and then fall over and then they're dead. And these ones, it's almost like they were falling over, but they were able to like arch over, and then you would be able to access the fruit and not accidentally pull them down and destroy it. It was just really well done. And they were like planted so close to each other. And that's also why I'm like, I'm not sure if they did that or it was just...
The vibes of this place was more, let's call it like a home product. Yeah. It was not like a professional nursery.
Yeah.
Like it was more vibes.
Yeah, but it was very impressive, this little patch of Rosa de Jamaica. And so I tried to selfie us, and like in the background it's kind of blurry, so the shot of us is good.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell like what it is that we're trying to get in the background, but I just described it. And but trust me, it was really impressive. Even though she wasn't impressed, I was thoroughly impressed.
Well, I think like for me, I wasn't impressed because I live in a place where everything grows all the time as well. So I thought that was normal.
Right.
Because where we live, like where you guys live, we get 80 to 100 inches of rain. So if you leave things unattended, they just do that.
They do that.
So I was like, oh yeah, like that is a thing that would happen with us as well.
Yeah. So Rachel and her unnamed husband, who we love dearly and is on some phone calls, they live up in Washington, but on the Oregon border.
We're an hour from Portland on the Washington side. So
Okay.
rural Washington, but Portland's our biggest city.
And so they have a large piece of land, and
One might say too large.
yeah, and so but they're working about the same amount of land
Yes.
that we are, and then the rest we're like, okay, that's too much, and we're gonna put that into the forestry.
They are consciously conserving it.
Exactly. Yeah, like whoa, we got ourselves in over our heads.
Yes, we put the rest in a forest management plan that the states have.
Yeah.
And it can hang out there for a while.
And so what's cool is, they started on their journey too. And then Rachel, you just, like, how many years ago did you take the permaculture course at University of Oregon?
3.
And it was online? Or?
Yeah, it was online. Because we live so far that
Yeah, okay.
we couldn't drive in. So 3 years.
So I was trying to extract information from her earlier. I'm like, because she was not sure she wanted to actually come onto the show in protest of Facebook, which I understand. But she
Really went off
said-
topic there.
Yeah.
Become a tech course discussion, but
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm happy to, express concern about the technology that we're using these days. Yeah, okay. Well, you could grab that thing that they pull the people
The
on
hook?
stage.
The
with.
hook?
What I'm trying to get at is what I extracted from you earlier. I said, "Hey, Rachel, what did you learn?"
So I think the most interesting thing, and we were talking about it, is two halves of the same coin. Of there's planting that we do that kind of supposed to detract the bad, vermin, insects. We have moles and voles. I don't think you guys have that here.
So we have other.
Yeah, so mint and lavender. But the other half of the coin that we're doing now is you plant things that are actually super attractive to species as decoy plants and flowers. So it's the other half of that coin. So for example, we plant buckwheat near our squash because the deer like the buckwheat more than they like the squash. So the goal is that they eat the buckwheat, they get full, they leave the squash alone. So we're starting to plant some like things that are super attractors to different plants. Some flowers that the spiders and everything, those kind of insects love, as like, go eat those and don't eat like the things we like. So
And you're planting that pretty close in vicinity.
100%.
So when we learned this concept, or at least when I did, which was probably about 10 years ago, it was more like, okay, plant those things in zone 4, like away from everything as a perimeter, so they don't even come in. But the thing is that what we've learned is
They come in anyway?
They come
I know.
in
So that, right? So like it's fake news because like it doesn't
It's
work.
fake news.
So we've switched to like, I have yet to see a bug that will care about the perimeter, but this attraction model actually does seem to be doing some things.
Like if they get in there, they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I could eat that, but my favorite thing is right here.
Is right here.
Yeah,
So that
that's
actually
smart.
seems to work seem to be working more than this perimeter, which I have to be honest, I have yet to see the animals be like, no, we're not going to eat the yummy food here because like that little mint. Like they don't care.
Yeah.
They just go around.
Yeah.
So the attraction method seems to be working.
So I thought that was really cool, and I was going to share that on her behalf. And then right before we went live, she's like, okay, I'm on. And thank goodness her husband said, hey, you've worked really hard for 3 years, you know, get on there and tell the world what you've been doing.
And I will say, Giovanna inspired a lot of this.
Worked her butt off.
Yeah, but the last project before we came down here is we did a custom greenhouse with recycled windows we found on the property and designed this greenhouse so we weren't buying anything. And I was like, Giovanna would love this greenhouse.
Yay.
Recycled glass.
Super
Very
cool.
hard. Very hard.
Very hard.
Like, maybe too hard. I don't know if you find projects that you're like, this might have, maybe we should not have done that. But we did it, and it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that was fabulous. We're going to go have a nice dinner at the Whalesdale. I don't think the CIA will come for us there.
Look,
I don't know why they would bother with us anyway.
I mean, I'm the problem.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's me. But we watch Farm Talk from the States, and you guys inspired us so much, so it's fun to be on.
Yay.
So, doing all the things.
Well, you deserve it, Rachel. And I just want to say that quite often I'm out there doing things that I shouldn't be from a safety standpoint, and I always think of her and think, would Rachel want me doing this? And often I say, no. And sometimes that inspires me to go back to the house and get some protective gear. And other times I say, well, yeah, I'll just have to hope that nothing happens. And I don't have a story to bring back to Rachel later.
I will say, I'm going to get them on walkie-talkies. That might be the next, that's what we use. So I think walkie-talkies are going to be the next episode.
That might be the next thing. Okay. Well, much love. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We love you guys.
Bye.
Yay.